Hi, this is Andy with wristadvisor.com, and today we have a very special review and unboxing for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Omega Speedmaster Professional, the new Moonwatch. Before we begin, I want to thank the guys at Moyer Fine Jewelers for letting us hold on to this for 4 days now, and we're very fortunate that they let us do that. They have received a fair amount of the new Omega Speedmaster, so that's why they were able to let us have this for this online review. So if your local AD is having trouble getting a hold of this, I'll have a link in the description below to their website. Give them a call. Guy's name's Derek. So the reason why we want to bring you the Omega Speedmaster on this video review is, one, this is one of the hottest watches right now in the market, but it's also one of the most iconic. And that's not new just because this watch is released. This watch has been iconic for decades. And when this new issue was released, it's a pretty big deal. I think a lot of people were expecting this. The Speedmaster was the last collection. At least the Moonwatch was the last part of Omega that got the new master chronometer certification. So there is a lot of upgrades to this watch. So I want to bring you guys up to speed on some of the new features or some of the reintroduced features of the Omega Speedmaster, the Moonwatch. So we've already talked about the movement on this. So Omega did keep this a manual wind, but gave it all the upgrades of the master chronometer certification, the anti-magnetic properties, the accuracy ratings. This does have a power reserve of 50 hours, so it's not to the 55 or 60 like some of the other ones are, but 50 is still fantastic, and it is a manual wind for the those of you who love that. Personally, I don't have a manual wind, but everyone that I've read, they say that you create a bond or a relationship with a watch. So I can totally see myself having a manual wind in the future, and if I would, it would be this watch. So let's put this on, because I'm sure a lot of you guys want to see what this looks like on the wrist. I haven't had this sized yet, so I'm going to hold on to it so I can kind of get it nice and snug. But as you can see, it fits great. The case and the face of this is going to look super similar. There's going to be some minor details that we're going to talk about in a second. But the first thing you're going to notice is the bracelet. So the bracelet is, I would say, a lot different than the previous reference for it. And you'll notice that it tapers down significantly to a brand new clasp. I know a lot of the feedback on some of the Omega Sport models is that the bracelet is a little bit too bulky and a little bit too large. I am in that camp. I've got the Omega Seamaster 300 meter, and the clasp is very, very big. Now, it's not a big deal for me. It's something I've gotten used to over time, but it definitely took a little bit. If you take a look at this new one, it's actually considerably smaller than anything in the Omega lineup. So it's a welcome addition. It's got great design features, great finishing, and it's very secure to wear on the wrist. So to talk about the dial in the case, so there is a change to the sub dials, what is called a step dial. So let's see if I can get the camera to pick it up. I think there you guys can see it right there. You see how there's some more depth to the dials. It just doesn't go straight down. It's kind of concave on its way in. When you see this in person, and I don't know how well it's going to pick up on the camera, but when you see this in person, it really makes the dial pop, which is amazing. What you can see is, instead of applied paint, we have an actual raised Omega logo right there. You can see that right there. It's little, but it's just one of those added elements that makes this watch shine. Now, something that is special to a lot of Speedmaster lovers, and it's been rare in some older references, is that we have reissued what's called the dot over the 90. You can see that right there. So that dot has been in different locations. It's something that, only hardcore Speedmaster Moonwatch professionals would know about these, but Omega has listened to what collectors have really loved in the past, and I think introduced a lot of that. And the same with the step dials. This is not new to the Moonwatch, but it's something that's been lost over the years, something that's been ran in limited production. So, Omega really listened to a lot of what their collectors and what their enthusiasts were interested in, and it seems like they delivered this all in one watch. I would have to say that at this new price point, which this is the Sapphire Sandwich, it is MSRP at $7,150. And then if you wanted to do the Hesalite, it is $6,300. This is at an amazing price point for a watch of this prestige and a watch of this caliber. Now, everyone is going to immediately run and race to compare it to the Rolex Daytona. And that's fair. I mean, Omega has built this watch to be able to compete against the Rolex Daytona. And before this release, I would say it wasn't there. But with the master chronometer movement and Omega bringing in a lot of the aspects that people have really loved and enjoyed over the years and paid a premium to get, I honestly think that this new Omega Moonwatch can go toe-to-toe with the Rolex Daytona and even surpass it. So it's a great quality. It's at a great price. It's at a great value. And if you are in the market for a chronograph, if you're in the market for an Omega, definitely be drawn to this. Check it out in person, be able to see it. It is different than a lot of the Moonwatches that you've seen previously. Like I said, if you're having a tough time getting a hold of one, you can always call Derek at Moyer Fine Jeweler. I'm sure he'll have a connection to be able to get you one of these brand new. So my opinion on this watch, if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm absolutely in love. I know when I first opened the box on this, it was a little bit of awe because, we've been waiting for this watch for a very, very long time. We finally got it. The anticipation leading up to it was massive. I know that we had an article on it, and I was really surprised to see the overnight numbers on the people searching for the rumors for the new Speedmaster. And when it came out, I mean, traffic just popped. So I know that a lot of you guys are interested in this watch. I hope you guys have had the opportunity to go see it in person. And then I hope an even greater number of enthusiasts out there have the opportunity to be able to purchase this. So overall, this is just an amazing watch, worth anyone's collection. It's worth upgrading from a current Speedmaster to this one. I mean, it has everything that people have been wanting in the Speedmaster for years. So 10 out of 10 Omega. Great job listening to your customers and providing a watch that is going to be an iconic one, and it can carry the torch for very many years to come. So I just want to say, everyone, thank you for joining us on this video today. If you like the video, if you like what we're doing, I want to ask you to like the video. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help us be able to do more reviews like this. So again, I want to say thank you, and I'll see everybody in the next video.